Okay, 20 reasons why you should roll for Albedo. The first reason is that he has the lowest field time in Genshin Impact. I mean, the only thing you have to do is place his E and you can just swap out. Obviously, if you want to use his burst, go ahead. But other than that, you literally just press one button and you can swap out using your other characters. Number two, he's very easy to build. All you have to do is slap a 4-piece husk on him and you should be fine. And if you don't have the husk, you can use Archaic Petra, you can use Noblesse Oblige, and you should be completely fine. If you have Artifact Luck like me, who always gets defense on every single of his rolls, this makes it even more easier to build. Number three, he buffs his whole team's EM. So with his passive talent, when you use his burst, you're able to buff your team's EM. And this is really good. Even as a Geo character, which is not really known for buffing elemental mastery, you're able to buff your team's EM. So if you ever need a Geo and you're playing reaction team comps like Vaporize or Melt, you can definitely use Albedo. Number four, he is dubbed as Zhonglis' partner. So the two are literally partners in crime. When you run Zhongli, you normally like to run Albedo, so you're able to get the Geo Resonance, and on top of that, they're able to self-sustain their Geo Particles for each other, so you're able to use their bursts on cooldown. Number five, he has a very unrated voice actor, Kenji Nojima. So if you don't know who's Kenji Nojima, he played Kita in Haikyuu, and he also played Lee in Yuri on Ice. So I feel like if you really like his voice actor, why not just roll for the character he's playing in Genshin Impact? Number six, he's great for exploration. If you don't know already, his E actually lifts people up in exploration. Let's say you need to get to those higher elevated areas, you're able to just put his E down and you can use it as an elevator. Number seven, he uses your quote-unquote useless artifacts because all you need is to stack defense on him, which a lot of people deem as useless. Number eight, he doesn't interrupt your reactions. This is very important, especially for Vaporize teams and Melt teams. For a Geo character, you don't ever interrupt these reactions, and on top of that, he's just really good in buffing these reactions. Number nine, he is amazing in Quickswap Teams with the nature of his E and his burst, and you already know that he has a very low build time. All you have to do in Quickswap Teams, especially Geo Quickswap Teams, is just press your E and then use your burst, and that's literally all you have to do. And on top of that, he provides a lot of damage and a lot of energy recharge for your team. Number 10, his burst has a very long iframe, which is 2 seconds. Most bursts have iframes of maybe 1 second or less, but his burst almost has 2 seconds of iframing, which is really easy for you to play, especially for newer players. Number 11, he has amazing free-to-play weapons. So for those who don't know, this Cinnabar Spindle, which is an event weapon, is his best F2P weapon. However, if you don't have that, you can go ahead and also use the Harbinger of Dawn, which is actually a 3-star weapon. This weapon actually out-damages a lot of other weapons for Albedo. Number 12, he saves your crafting materials. So when you craft weapon essential materials, there's a 10% chance you will receive double the product, which is just so good, especially in the long run where you need to craft much of this weapon material. It will really definitely save your resin. Number 13, he's overall just a great sub DPS. So you can put him in pretty much any team and he will do really well. Even if he's not a Geo team, if you place him in a normal elemental team, he will provide that lots of shielding, which is just really good, which will be our 14th reason. He provides shields. Like I said earlier, if you really need a shielder in a team comp, you can definitely put Albedo in if you don't have Zhongli, and he will still do the job really well. Number 15, he has a very long ability duration for his E especially, which is a skill. His skill actually lasts 30 seconds on the field. Although he doesn't do damage 30 times in that 30 seconds, he does it over an interval. He still does a lot of damage, meaning all you have to do is press E and you don't have to use Albedo for the next 30 seconds, which is pretty insane. Number 16, he's really easy to learn and play because all you have to do is press your E and use your burst, and that's pretty much it. There are some slight mechanics that you can learn with Albedo, such as your auto E combo, but other than that, it's pretty freaking easy to play Albedo and it's very easy to learn and grasp his mechanics. Number 17, he is the jack of all trades, so he can do a lot of things for your team. He can be your shielder, he can be your elemental mastery buffer, he can be your sub DPS, he can even be your main DPS. So as you can tell, he can fit a lot of roles and he can do a lot of things by himself. However, that means that he doesn't really specialize in anything, but having a corrector that can do a lot of roles means you can slot him in a lot of teams and he can be used in many teams as well. Number 18, he is a painter, and I just really think that painters are really cool, and if you've seen his artworks, they look really beautiful. Number 19, he's a universal Geo sub DPS, means that he can be used in many different teams, like I said a few times in this video already. As a Geo character that can be used in many teams, that means he's really flexible and you don't have to roll for many characters because Albedo fits in a role that many characters can't do in Genshin Impact. And the last reason why you should roll for Albedo is because he has insane quadratic scaling, especially for his burst. So as you know, Albedo's burst, he sends forth Geo crystals in front of his opponents, and each Geo crystal will attach to one single opponent. So let's say that we have 4 enemies, so there will be 4 Fatal Blossoms to assign to each enemy, and if the enemies are grouped together, that means one enemy will hit by 4 different blossoms, means that there's that insane quadratic scaling in Albedo's kit. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I apologize for not uploading for the past few days. That's because I'm not feeling that well and I'm prepping for something else. But anyway, if you really like this video, please do leave a like. It shows that I should be doing more. Please subscribe also. We'll be doing more content like this in the future. Comment down below whether you'll be rolling for Albedo or whether you'll be saving for the next future banners. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.